What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to JV Survival. So today we have another flashlight review for you guys. This is actually one of my personal favorites, my current EDC flashlight. It's going to be this right here. It's going to be the Olight Seeker 3 Pro. This is an OD green. We're going to go ahead and take a look at it. We'll run through some of the technical specifications. We'll do the quick unboxing and see what comes with it. And then we'll talk about it, and I'll kind of give you guys my opinion, as I've carried this flashlight now for about the last 2 or 3 weeks. And I really didn't want to do this video without having carried it a little bit, because I want to give you guys one of the truest perspectives possible in regard to EDC when it comes to this flashlight. So let's go ahead and take a look in the box. So as you can tell, I mean, Olight just has great packaging. I mean, I'm really liking these new boxes that everything's coming in. The picture on the front of this, by the way, in case you guys don't know, this is actually the actual size of the flashlight. And as you can tell here with the Seeker 3 Pro, we're looking at 250 meter throw with a max lumen output of 4200, which is a pretty impressive amount of light. So as we open up here is magnetic, so it does hold on here. It's got the little congrats on your new Olight, blah blah blah, and tell you how to activate the thing, which clearly we already have. First you're going to notice here is that the flashlight's going to come in the holster. This one is going to be in OD green. I apologize if you guys can't really see the color because we are filming a little bit in a dark room, but it does come in a nice quality holster. This thing right here is quite excellent. I have zero issues worrying about this falling off. So go ahead and take the flashlight out. So the Seeker 3 Pro. Again, guys, this is quite a beautiful flashlight. Personal opinion on this is that this is, again, it's one of my favorites. The reason why is I love this rubberized grip texture on the side of the Seeker 3 Pro. I know the Seeker 2 has a very similar thing, but the Seeker 3 is just excellent. One of the big upgrades you're going to see from the Seeker 3 over the Seeker 2 is we do have this new turn dial here. So if you guys don't see it here, press the button, but it's going to automatically lock us out. So it's a 30-second lockout, or when it's not in use for a long time, but it'll automatically be locked out. And that's just to ensure that it doesn't turn on in your pocket. As you guys know, with these LED flashlights, they do get very hot, and there is obviously the chance for creating a fire. So in order to unlock it, you guys just have to do a 90-degree turn on this, and as you can see, now we have illuminated. Click the button here, and we are in the lowest setting. Now, the thing that's really cool about this is the turn dial. As you turn it, you can see all the increments of the light. That's pretty cool. Again, you can still double tap it to get yourself to turbo, and double tap to get back. So that's pretty cool. Now, one of the things I think people had complained about from the Seeker 3 is that they like just the push and hold in order to switch. They didn't like you having to go through the dial. We don't have to go through the dial, guys. What you can do is you can hold the button down, and it will change modes. See, there we go. As you guys can tell, there's actually supposed to be 4 LEDs for battery, so we have used this a little bit, so that's why the battery indicator is only showing 3 LEDs on right now at the moment. Interesting feature of this flashlight is it also does have, as we were saying before, this flashlight's getting really hot. Let me see if I can turn it off. I don't know if you guys can see it. See if I can get a good angle here for you. But right here, there's this tiny little, looks like a little pinhole. That's actually going to be a little light sensor, so that way it can tell when it's up against something. As I'll show you here, it's on a really bright setting. To avoid it getting too hot, it will automatically step itself down. Let's see if you guys can see that here. If you guys can see that, it's going on and off. Now you can override that by holding the button down, I believe, or double tapping the button while that feature's on. Yeah, there you go. If you double tap the button while it's on, it will go ahead and override that. A quick double tap back, and it should. It's not doing exactly what I want it to do, but anyway, it should re-enable it. Either way, it's a cool feature, but you can override that, so that's just something you guys can be aware of as well. So the Seeker 3 Pro is powered by one 21700 5000 milliamp battery from Olight. If you guys are familiar, I mean, that's one of the new Olight batteries. They've put in pretty much everything now. I mean, the 21700 is definitely superior over the 18650. Has a lot more capability as far as milliamp hours, which will give you a lot more runtime. It's also going to give you it's also something you're going to need in order to power a lot of these much higher lumen flashlights. Alright, and just like most other Olight suits, does have a magnetic tail cap, which you guys won't be able to see because I don't really have anything metal on my desk, but it does have a magnetic tail cap, just like most of the other lights. It does have a crenulated bezel. I don't think this would actually break a window, nor do I think it's actually designed for that, so I wouldn't be trying that, nor would I probably want to use a $100 and something flashlight to try to break a window. I have many other tools that can do that in a much better and more efficient manner. Alright, so we're going to talk other specs on this. Again, for the ratings, this is an IPX8 water rating, 1.5 meter drop rating, a 250 meter throw, and again, guys, we said the max lumen output on this is 4,200. That's on turbo mode. It's going to run for about 2.5 minutes before it automatically steps down to 1,200 lumens for 127 minutes, and then it'll stop down again to 600 lumens for an additional 35 minutes. Again, that's on a full charge, which we are not on right now. The other mode will be high at 1,200, steps down to 600, and then 300. It has a medium setting of 300 lumens, a low of 50 lumens, and a moonlight setting of 5 lumens. Now, in the lowest setting on this, which is the 5 lumen, it does have a estimated runtime of around 15 days. Peak candela on this is going to be a 15,625. So the first thing I'm looking at when I see that candela is based on the 4,200 lumens and only what was that, 16,000 or 15,000 candela. Pardon me. As you can notice, it's not a very concentrated beam. The Seeker 3 Pro it's one of those flashlights that I do love. I like it because it's more of a flood pattern. That's me personally. I do like more of a flood pattern more on my flashlights, especially for an EDC. I like just being able to illuminate a larger area without having to get a little more tactical. And with being said, I do have other lights that do have a much tighter beam pattern, and I do find that pretty useful. I know the Warrior 3 does have a much tighter beam disbursement than this, but again, that's just kind of a trade-off. So it just depends what you're looking for. I personally do like this. Just to finish off, we'll take a look in the box again. I do apologize. And in here is just a charger and a manual, and that's all you see, and a little thank you on the bottom of the box. So really not a whole lot to write home with on there. It does have a spot here on the tail, if you guys can see that, for a lanyard. It does not come with a lanyard. Not the end of the world. You can put one on if you want. I'm kind of conflicted. I do like having a lanyard. It is nice if you do need to go out and you are kind of sweeping around. It is nice to have that to make sure you don't drop it. Again, it's not the end of the world. I may or may not actually put one on here. Again, guys, I've only been carrying this for about 2 or 3 weeks. There's a lot of situations I haven't been in with it yet. Again, so I mean, it's just kind of all personal preference. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get this outside for you guys. We'll do a little bit of beam shots. Not going to do a whole lot. But yeah, if you guys know, I mean, 4,200 lumens is pretty bright. It looks pretty good. It's nothing compared to, say, an MS06 at 25,000 lumens. But I mean, hey, 4,000 is pretty awesome. So we'll go ahead and step outside real quick, and we'll get you guys some beam shots right now. Alright guys, so this is just a kind of quick review again over the Olight Seeker 3 Pro. Again, this one's an OD green, it is the limited edition. Again, if you guys are interested in this or some of the other Olight flashlights, I will go ahead and post the links as always for you guys, just to make it a little bit easier for you guys to find and track down. Again, I mean, the normal retail price on one of these, I believe, is right around $140 or $150. Again, I would probably wait for Olight to have a flash sale, because you will save a crap ton of money on these. Again, you can probably also get it in a combo package with some other stuff, so again, it's probably worth waiting unless you absolutely need one of these. Then go ahead and feel free to spend the money. But again, we'll put the link down below for you guys. And again, thank you guys for stopping by and checking it out, all of our channels. I know you guys are probably here for a lot of the flashlights. I do appreciate whether you're here for that or not, but we have a lot of other gear reviews coming up, so it's going to be not just flashlights, but knives, cases, a whole bunch of other stuff. I mean, I have, I don't even know at this point, probably over 100 pieces of gear that I still have yet to review. So if you guys are interested, we're going to have tons of stuff coming up. We're trying to do at least 1 or 2 videos a week. If I can get myself extra motivated, I'll try to do even more than that, just for a few weeks, just to help get some of this content up for you guys. But in a long story short, I do appreciate you guys stopping by. So thank you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. Don't forget to smash that like button, and we will see you guys next video.